we're gonna be talking about the best VR game mods that you can get right now. So with that said, make sure you destroy that like button on your way in, and let's dive right into it. Starting off with one of the most popular franchises, being Resident Evil 2 and the sequel Resident Evil 3. Now for the big horror VR fans out there, you most probably already played the official Resident Evil 4 for VR, which quickly became one of the best VR games of all time. And we recently also got news that Resident Evil 8 will be launching very soon. But sadly, for its predecessors, both 2 and 3 have not come out with an official game yet. But it is possible to play these games, thanks to our modder called PreyDog, who has gone above and beyond to fix this, creating a PCVR mod for both games, which is fully playable in first person, and also supporting motion controls. And it works so well that it almost feels like it was meant for this game to be played this way. If this is your type of game, then it is perfect while you wait for the official Resident Evil 8. But talking about big franchises is one of the biggest games this year, none other than Elding Ring in VR. This one is for all those soul game lovers out there, because Elding Ring is a very big game, and that is just on a flat screen. But in virtual reality, it takes this to the next level. Do keep in mind that a lot of things are happening on the screen, so if you have some weak VR legs or get motion sick very quickly, then you might want to take it easy on this one. But if you like a challenge and already tried the open world of Elding Ring, then I am sure you will love the VR version of it. Now this mod is created by the legend called Luke Ross, who you might have heard from before, because this is the same person who also made the mods for Horizon Zero Dawn, Red Dead Redemption 2, and even GTA 5. So yes, Luke Ross is known as a huge legend among the modding community, creating the most asked for AAA games in VR, with him still working on a lot of other games coming into the future. But for me personally, Elding Ring really takes the top spot. Do keep in mind that if you play these mods, like Grand Theft Auto 5, you will still be playing it on a gamepad, so it doesn't fully include motion controls. But I am sure that for everybody, one of these AAA games will definitely be a winner. But going from big new AAA games, we also have an old school game, which is regarded to many as the best game ever made, is none other than The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Now almost everybody has heard of or played this game before. And if not, you should definitely check it out soon. Because while Zelda is one of the biggest franchises of Nintendo, next to Pokemon and Mario, it is this game that almost changed everything. And it is now also playable in virtual reality. And this mod was created by the user named BrianMP16. And as input, it does still use the gamepad, so no motion controllers here. But the fact that you can run around in one of the most memorized landscapes in gaming history using VR is a complete dream for many of us. Of course, the graphics haven't aged as well, as we still hope for a true Ocarina of Time remake. But until that comes out, this mod is the closest you will get to its VR experience. The next game, called Firewatch, looks like it was almost made for virtual reality. And when it first came out, almost everybody agreed that we needed a VR port as soon as possible. Sadly, we never got an official release from Firewatch themselves. But that all changed thanks to Two Forks, bringing the full game into the headset with almost native implementation, so no gamepad needed. And for those who haven't played the game yet, make sure you're ready for a complete immersive and emotional rollercoaster. With this game being a fan favorite from many, you explore the outer world as a firewatcher. While a lot of different tasks and things happen at the same time, it is a unique narrative and feeling that not many games can compare to. But of course, this list wouldn't be complete without at least mentioning Minecraft. And yes, Minecraft now does have the official VR support, but it was only for PC. And although it was pretty good, we still would like to see it come to the Quest. But the modder called Fivecraft takes its VR support a few steps further, now fully supporting for physical interactions, like actually mining stuff with your arms, including the ability to scale the world and become a giant within it. So if you want to play Minecraft in VR, this is definitely the best way to do it. But before you ask, but can it run Doom? The answer is yes, because both Doom 3 as the original Doom are fully playable in VR, and Doom 3 now even has an official version. But the problem is that this is exclusive to PSVR, where on PC, thanks to the mod by Fully Possessed, it will also include motion controller aiming and even support for teleportation locomotion. And although it is one of the older options out there on this list, it is still one of the best mods you can find for VR. But yes, it can also run the original Doom. None other than the group called Team Beef Ports have been busy bringing some software classics and their spin-offs to VR, so that you can play the original Doom, but also Wolfenstein 3D and the original Quake. And although at first I thought it was more of a joke to play these games in VR, especially to the outdated graphics, I enjoyed these games way more than I expected, giving you a retro feeling while at the same time feeling completely new. Which brings us to one of the best VR mods ever made, that is none other than Half-Life. Made by the same people from Team Beef, it is probably worth saying that one of the most essential VR mods are made by this group. The best is that this can be played on the Quest. Of course, I definitely also recommend playing Half-Life Alyx, which is the Half-Life game made specifically for virtual reality, and is known by many as the best VR game ever made. But after you played Alyx and you can't get enough, then you should definitely give this VR mod a shot. And that wraps up the list of best VR mods that you can get right now.